Welcome to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janay.
And this is Najah.
And we want to welcome you guys back to another episode. We're so excited to have you back. Go ahead and grab your glass of wine. Let's chill. I promise I'm going to do better because I never have my wine anymore. And it's because I ran out. And I have not been to the store. And Najah knows that I don't go to the store.
He hates going into the store.
I hate going to the store. If I could have everything in my life delivered to me, then I would have everything in my life delivered to me. Okay,
she does. She is 100% the delivery girl. I do it every once in a while, but I think I do more pickup. I do the pickup.
I pick up. I mean, because it's cheaper. It's no delivery fee when you pick it up.
Right.
I don't know if you can order wine.
I've never tried. That's a good question.
I've never tried either because I'm also afraid to get denied.
Right.
I'll be that girl. Right. How was your weekend? Because I have a lot. I have a mouthful.
You got a mouthful. Well, I'm here to listen to you. You know, you're my friend, so I'll be listening to you. But listen, this weekend, what did I do? So, of course, Friday I came to you. Me and you kicked it for a little while. Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
I mean, because it's starting to get a little bit more frequent. Like COVID's starting to die down. We just starting to like be around each other more, which I am like 100% enjoying. Like, I miss my friend, y'all, that whole year. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I really did. Our kids are the same age. We love just being around each other. So when I came over, she actually retwisted my hair, which I want y'all, for y'all who are watching, I know y'all, the people who are listening can't see it, but the ones who's watching, like, she twisted the heck out of my hair, y'all. I don't even know if y'all can see.
Don't be trying to plug me like that.
Y'all see my scalp?
Yeah.
You couldn't see my scalp before, now you can. But no, my friend hooked me up. But no, we sat and chilled and talked and ate.
Yeah. I be treating her like my sister. I was telling her, I was like, either you gonna act like my sister or you not. Like, this is stuff I do with my sister. So,
and I don't have a sister, so that is the most amazing thing. Is like when you have somebody who you can kick it with like that, and
we can be in a room and not say nothing to each other and be fine. And I think those are the best relationships, the best friendships, when you can just, where nothing feels forced, and you can be in a room and you don't have to be entertained. Like, I can sit there and just like, she can be doing something, I could be doing something, and we good, you know?
At that point, that's when you know. So that was one thing I did this weekend, of course. And then my sister-in-law came up, it was her birthday. They went out. I did not go out. I was supposed to go out. I just did brunch. I know that sounds fat, but I don't care. I just did. It turned from brunch to lunch. So we ended up eating lunch at Papa Do's. That bill was high because we took the kids too. I was like, Lord, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, Papa Do's, she must have made it.
I mean, look. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You got a little come up.
No, girl, I'm still thinking I'm trying to figure out where do we take these funds from, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to do a spreadsheet after the show.
I got a spreadsheet ready.
I know you. Y'all, this is the most organized girl when it comes to her finances. She got it all in a spreadsheet. I have it organized, but mine is on paper. She can delete and all that stuff. I got to cross out. I'm so old school on my stuff. She's real good at it.
You know, that comes from being poor, you know?
She's so
when you trying to make ends meet, I know there's somebody out there who feel me. When you have to, like, I used to write it down pencil to paper when I'm like, okay, so this check, I'm going to pay this. This check, I'm going to pay that. Like, and we'll have to, okay, so I'm going to move stuff around here. I'm going to save this much. Like, it comes from, you know what I'm saying? And I think getting it out the mud is the best way to grow into being successful, because I feel like you appreciate things a lot more than when stuff is just handed to you. And
right. She's right.
I love the feeling of being, you know, of accomplishments, you know, being able to say that, yeah, we worked our way to this point. You know what I'm saying? But if I happen to win the lottery, then I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna take that and cash that check. Okay.
But the only issue is we gotta play, so we don't play.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that this year.
We gotta play.
For sure. So
But
listen, Linda, let me say. Oh, I was about to cut you off.
no, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say, but that was my weekend. Really, what's going on with my sis over here? Besides our Friday together, talk about after that.
Okay, so let me tell y'all. Let me start by saying my husband was gone all weekend. What you got to say about that?
First of all, Drew, if you listening, bruh, don't do it again. This post thing here, she was lost. And when I say lost, I don't mean like she couldn't do nothing. She was, I don't know, y'all. She was in an emotional funk. Like, I'm texting her. I'm like, girl, you gonna be all right. Listen, your husband ain't gone. I'm like, girl, shut up. Goodness.
I was in my feelings hard when Drew left this weekend. He went to New Jersey to go see his family. That's where he's born. He's born in Camden, New Jersey. And he went to hang with his family, blah, blah, blah. And I was like hating on the trip from the first beginning anyway. But I was like legit missing him. I'm like, and this was Friday though. So Friday I was just like Najah left me. So then I was by myself. And then
Don't throw me in that pot.
and then she was like, well, you got your kids.
I was trying to make
If you don't go sit down somewhere, I always got my kids. And so yeah, so Friday was hard because I was like making my way downtown.
That's really, that song is how she felt, y'all. I swear I saw her walking down the street alone.
Alone.
Like,
I was like, I don't want to wait. I was just thinking, like in my whole little moment, I was, yeah, that was it. Very emotional. But then Saturday came.
Oh yeah.
Saturday, I was busy. What I do Saturday? Okay, I woke up. I went to a funeral. Rest in peace. And then I went to a twerk class. And then I had to do some shopping. I had a lot to do. Mm-hmm. So my twerk class on Saturday was for this wedding that I went to on Sunday. And it was good. Shout out to Mooney. That's who gave us our twerk class. You probably see my behind on Instagram at some point.
I can't wait.
I can. Yeah, it was really fun though. It was like a lot of laughs and giggles, and we had like some spike punch, and yeah, it was good. It was a good time. And then fast forward to Sunday, I felt like I was all over the place on Sunday too. Yes, I had a wedding to go to, which was a wedding that started at 11 a.m. So it's like a brunch type of thing. And then I had, look, you just waiting for me to say something. And then after the wedding, I had a photo shoot, a Sweet 16 photo shoot to do at Atlantic Station. So I was like, wedding, came home, changed clothes, went back out, photo shoot, come back home. So, and then my husband came back home. So it's just a lot. So yeah, that was Sunday. So back to this wedding, because that's what Najah really want to talk about. So for y'all that don't know me, I have a what we like to call a takeover spirit, where I will come in the room and if something ain't like, going, and it's not like a bad thing. It's not like I'm like obnoxious with it, like, oh my God, like what are you doing? It's not like that. It's like, it's more like I help move things along. Especially when they're not in like order. But the wedding was nice. It was my sister's best friend's wedding, so she's been around my family for forever, since my sister was in middle school or something like that. So she kind of like a little sis to me too. So I went to the wedding. I told Najah, I said, look, this time I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to look at nothing. If anything's out of place, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to do nothing because I'm trying to learn how not to be doing all of that. Don't do this to me. So
no, continue your story. Continue.
Okay, so I sat on my hands the whole time. Okay, I came in, they weren't letting anybody into the venue yet. They were still like decorating. So we were in the foyer area while they were still decorating or doing whatever in the inside of the place. I was like, okay, cool. I sat there. I didn't look around. I didn't ask if anybody needed help putting nothing nowhere. I didn't do anything. I sat there like a regular attendee. Didn't say nothing. And then um, they were like, "Okay, y'all can come sit down now." Great. I came in there, took my seat. I watched, didn't say nothing, didn't move nothing. Everything seemed to be okay. They started the wedding a little bit late, but we started it. When I said a little bit late, probably like 40 minutes, but that ain't none of my business. So started the wedding, and I'm like, okay, good. I got somewhere to be. I got this photo shoot to do. So I'm like checking the time every now and again because I gotta go. After the wedding, I get text from my sister talking about the photographer and how he might need a little bit of help. And I was like, not for me. I'm not gonna go out there. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Blah blah blah. He had a hard time getting the bridesmaids together. Everybody was kind of scattered. The family was kind of scattered. He was trying to get everybody together. He got frustrated telling other people to get out the way. I don't know. It was a lot. And for those of you who don't know, I also do a little bit of photography on the side as well. So I was just like, not my ministry today. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna sit right here and enjoy my little cheese from this what you call
Charcuterie.
no, yeah, charcuterie, but like what you call cocktail hour. So I had some little cheese and whatever through the cocktail hour and minding my business. And here what went wrong. Somebody was like, the caterer got into a car accident, aka or the caterer flaked and ain't no food. So I was like, okay, Janay. You said none of your business. Channel yourself. It's none of your business. None of your business. And you gotta leave anyway in a minute. So just, And then my sister was like, they trying to tell the bride everything that's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so now I'm even more like, Janay, this ain't your business. It's not your business. But of course, they was like, they're frantic. They needed help serving. They were trying to, the event person that runs the place, they have a full kitchen. So she just scrambling, trying to figure out what she can make in the kitchen real quick to turn around real quick for this cocktail hour. Yeah. So, of course, I get in there. I'm serving. I done took off my heels, put on my flats. I'm just serving and doing all kind of stuff. So I did end up running around. And
how do I know? Let me tell you guys. Yeah, I'm a little hoarse still. If you are watching, you see this picture of this person? That's Janay. So she got a little picture right there. So that's what I'm trying to know. And then she texts me, girl. I text back a little late because I was out. So I said, girl, LOL. I already knew y'all. I already knew. She texted me back, stand by. And then I said, I bet I'm standing by because ... And I put in all caps, you are working.
It never fails. Every time I go somewhere, I have like it's like something like pulls me to help. I don't know why. I tried my best this time to stay in my lane, to not help, to not do anything. I did.
I know you did. I know you worked hard. I know it was eating at your soul because you know why, guys? Because my mother is the exact same way. Probably a little worse, only because she's older. But they both have very helpful spirits. With that being said, it has rubbed off on me from my mother. But then I meet a person who's a lot like my mother, and now it's rubbing off on me. And I did the same exact thing for a wedding 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago?
Who went?
When I was in Thomasville and I ended up running the whole wedding. And I called and cussed Janay out because I was like, this is some you would do. Why am I doing this? I'm on my way to Publix to get lemonade because they didn't ran out of drink mix. I'm setting
stuff up. But it's always something at a wedding. It's always something at a wedding.
Oh, it is.
And it's the most upsetting when you come to the bride because I know you had something happen at your wedding that I planned. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't my fault.
It was the cake. It was the cake. The cake came late. Cake. But this ain't about me. This about you. I just had to throw that in there because I just want y'all to know. I do know how she feel. I'm not gonna throw her under the bus because I am doing that. But the reason the reason why I say it is because I know the feeling. I know how she feels. Like sometimes you got when you have it in you, you do want to do it. I used to did not be as bad as I am, but being around her so much now, and then of course my mother is the same way. It's like it rubbed off on me. So you just can't stand by and watch somebody like sink. You can't, especially if it's somebody that you care about. So
Yeah, I did offer to plan the wedding and service the
that's
wedding
that's why I'm like, that's why I was a little upset.
because me and Naja, if you guys need any planning done, hit us up. You know, we haven't come with a name yet, but we definitely like we can plan some stuff. We have hospitality event planning, sales experience. So
A lot of that experience.
I don't
Okay.
plan 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5
You
weddings.
ready? Yeah,
Yeah,
you have.
in my day. So hit me. I'm available. And if I'm not available, if you invite me, I'm probably still gonna be available.
100%.
But
100%. But I'm
yeah,
glad that you was there
so
to make her day. I'm glad you was there to make her day go well. So
yeah, glad I could help. Congratulations to the couple. Anywho, so let's go ahead and move on to this social circle, and we're just gonna get into whatever's going on. You want to kick it off?
yeah, of course. I hate to start it off with some sad news, but of course, you guys know over the past weekend we lost a legend, a comedian, Paul Mooney. Um, Paul Mooney, he passed away at the age of 79. The thing about Paul Mooney, the reason why this was so sad to me, of course, he was like my parents' heir, so I knew about him way before he resurfaced, where people really started knowing him when he became more conscious and Black Pride and everything. But that's super sad. I was kind of shocked
Yeah,
that he had passed away. It's just kind of sad because he made his mark. He definitely made his mark, and he was making another mark with our new generation, with standing up for black lives. So
like people are passing away at like 79, 80 years old, and I'm like, goodness. Like
mhm.
I want to live until I'm good, like 125 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm 125 and I'm like kicking it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm straight. But if I'm like 125 and I'm like, then take me out. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
But
take
like,
her out.
if
Don't.
But if I'm straight, then I'm straight. Like I don't know. Like I had a talk with God about this. Like it's certain things like I just don't want to pass away by. Like I don't want to pass away by any type of violence. Nobody, not by anybody's hand, not by no car accident, not by nothing. Like I really want to notebook it out with me and Drew, like and keep it pushing. And I don't want to have to bury my kids. I think it needs to go in the order that it's supposed to go. Did we talk about this last episode? Like,
I don't think we definitely talked about, especially on the show. We haven't talked about that, but I'm with you on that. Like, I definitely want
yeah,
to. I don't want to bury my kids. That is like the worst. Just
I
thinking about that, and
mm-mm.
I've recently in a row, y'all, starting before the pandemic, have lost so many people that I know that are my age, and I'm not talking about older people. I'm talking about our age, like
Yeah.
just
Look,
lost.
everybody listening to this podcast, I speak life over y'all right now. Like I speak life, I speak long, healthy life. Like receive that in your heart and
Please
manifest that.
receive
And I can't. Like I feel like it's okay for us to live long, healthy, successful lives, which is why we be on this workout health tip so much. It ain't because we trying to be like, we work out just to say the junk. Like it's really because we out here trying to live long, trying to
it.
be healthy, like not have all these health problems and
Mhm.
I want to enjoy life to the fullest. I want to be here for my kids. I want my kids to be around. Um just just take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Listen to your body. Know when your body needs rest. Know when your body needs to move. You know what I'm saying? Like just listen to your body. And speaking of health, the next story we have on here is Billy Porter. He revealed that he's been HIV positive for about 14 years, right? And this is we're just now finding out that I don't really know much about Billy Porter, so I can't really speak on him.
I don't know. I know he's a fashion guru. I know he's known for all of his amazing outfits on the red carpet. And of course, I know he has a lot more behind him. I'm not no huge fan of his, but I found this story very interesting because he's all in the news. Like he is all, and I'm not talking about because of this HIV thing, but he is forever in every entertainment news. He's all over Instagram, all over Facebook. If you follow any type of entertainment page, you're going to see this man and in his style of dress. And to have been diagnosed 14 years ago and we're just now finding out. It's definitely his personal business. He doesn't have to let us know if he don't want to. He definitely don't. But I do feel like as a gay male, I'm glad that he is finally saying, you know what, let me come out because, of course, it's a very high disease in the LGBTQ plus community. And well, I really think it's mainly, I'm not saying it's not gay females or anything like that. I think it's gay males. It's like it's really high. And a lot of them speak about it. And I just want them to talk about it. Somebody with his platform. I'm just so thankful that he came out to let people know, hey, you can get this. Cause Janay, like I talk to people and I see so much stuff going on to where people are out here doing God knows what with God knows who, and they're not protecting themselves. They're coming up pregnant or they're coming up with something so small like a herpes or a syphilis or something, but it could have easily not been those. It could have been HIV. So I'm glad somebody with his platform is like, you know what, it's just time to let people know, not to let people in his business, but to be, you know, conscious of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
So,
good. So yeah, again, on the health tip, make sure y'all like getting yourself checked out, especially Black people. We talk about it all the time. We never want to go to the doctor for nothing. Yes, home remedies are great, but find out what you got first.
right.
Work
Yeah.
on like remedies and stuff like that to fix yourself. I'm not saying go out here and take all the meds and stuff that they give you.
No.
I'm not a huge advocate of meds either. Like I'm good with like all natural remedies and stuff, but find out what it is you got. Don't self-diagnose and don't go be on what you call it?
Uh, WebMD
Yeah, trying to self-diagnose yourself because they're gonna give you cancer every single time. Trust me.
every single time.
Everything always lead to cancer on WebMD. Every single thing. Like, oh, my left eye itch, this cancer of the eye or something like
It
that.
could
You know
be
what I'm saying?
eyelid
I always
cancer.
gonna
Yeah.
say that. So
Definitely eyelid cancer. Definitely.
so let's switch gears a little bit to my childhood crush. She's been in like the news all the time. Like, why? So
Right.
um the new Versus battle unofficially, I'm gonna say because Versus hasn't posted nothing on
Hasn't
it, and everything
They
that
haven't
Soulja Boy
posted.
says is always cat. So I don't know. Um, but Soulja Boy versus Val, what you think about that? At first, we talked about Soulja Boy versus Rome, and then we thought about it. We was like, Rome ain't got the hits. But what you think about Soulja?
Yeah. So I was trying to go to verses, but no, I think it actually would be a good battle. But the thing is, they were real hot in two different eras. Well, no, Bow Wow and Soldier kind of was hot a little bit together at one point.
Val has more longevity.
Yeah, that's the only thing
But
that I'm saying.
he did cross into when Soulja Boy was hot because then they came out with that Marco Polo together.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Marco.
feel like they had another song together, but maybe that was somebody else.
They might. I think they did. Honestly. Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
He could definitely use some of that stuff.
Soulja Boy got at least 20. So I think he can be in the ring with Bow.
He got at least 20.
He got at least 20. You gotta think Yule. What's that
Of
one?
course, that's the first one.
You gotta
Got
think
a don't. She got a don't.
she got it. Okay, he got that one. Kiss Me Through the Phone with Sammy.
He sure do. They both got a feature with Sammy.
Yeah, he got this new song he got. She make it clap, clap, clap. That's new. It's so many other ones.
I'm not saying I can't
got a
think
song
of
called Bathing Apes. I don't know if you
because
remember
I
that
got
one.
me some bad. Yeah.
You know, a few features. Oh,
Yeah, I
Shootout.
think
You had Shootout. And I'm already on like 12 already.
so. I mean, I guess he'll be straight. I mean, he'll be straight.
But
I
y'all
wouldn't. I definitely will watch it, huh?
are gonna kill it regardless. But I'm just saying, but it's still cool to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you on that. Bow Wow. I mean, he got it in the bag, but
Yeah,
it would be an amazing show to watch as long as
because they funny.
yeah, they funny and they still both kind of immature. So not in a bad way,
No, in
but
a bad way.
I think it'll be a good show for us to watch on TV. Like I hope they do it on a Saturday night instead of like a random Sunday. I hate when they do that. Cause
Yeah.
like Sunday is like, well, you know what we doing on Sunday? We getting these kids ready. Mm-mm. But yeah, so that would be a good battle. I would love to watch that. I mean, it's a few
Home
more.
teenage life. Being up there like, hey.
Eh, you already know. I was so hyped at the like I went there. I was so hyped with the SWV escape thing, so I know I will be here too.
Nope. Um, okay, so look, we're gonna move on into our relationship corner, and this relationship corner is brought to you by the fact that I was watching Married at First Sight, that which appears on Lifetime, and one of the couples was talking about how she needs space in her marriage, and I wanted to talk about what does that even mean, having space in your marriage, and what does that look like, and does it even make sense? I'll start it off and you can just tell me your thoughts on it. But
Of course, go ahead. Yeah.
I just feel like, yes, in a marriage, you need to not lose yourself and you need to have an individual sense of just being an individual. Yes, I'm going to be me. Drew is going to be him, but we're together for a reason. If I need to take a break or take space from my marriage, I don't need to be married in the first place. I don't know what this space is that these new age people are talking about. I don't know if it means that we're going to be sleeping in separate rooms. I don't know if it means that I'm going to need a weekend by myself. I don't know if it means I'm gonna go party with my friends. This young lady said she liked to sleep on her friend's couch, her male friends' couches, after she drank too much, and so she can pass out at her friend's house instead of coming home to her husband. Um, I find that highly inappropriate, and I just I, I'm confused. Do you understand what this space is that they're talking about?
Space in a marriage is really not a thing. I don't want to say it's not a thing. Like I said before, if you are you talking if, are we talking speaking of space like you go to the office, I go to our bedroom, you downstairs in the living room while I'm upstairs on the phone in my bedroom. That's really what I'm trying to figure out. Is that the kind of space you need? Or you don't like to cuddle? I mean, I just want to know because you're married, like you are married to this person. I mean, if you don't want to be with this person, then why y'all married
Right, like they were saying something about, oh, we share such a small space. So I do need my
with
space.
no kids?
But no kids. Add kids to the mix and see
uh,
what that does. But my thing
right.
is like, I think you deserve a girls' night out. The
Yeah.
boys deserve a boys' night out. But
Yeah.
to call it space, like, oh my God, I just need space from you, that is unhealthy, I think, for a relationship and for a marriage because um then you're practicing, like one of our tips was, you're practicing divorce, you're practicing like separating yourselves from each other. Like when things get hard, you look for the space. When
Yeah.
things get difficult, instead of staying and sticking it out and working it out, you look for the space. Your space should be with your spouse to figure out things. Like Najah says, I don't have to be all under Drew, under his skin and on him all the time. Like she said, I could be downstairs, he could be upstairs, but we're in the same house. But he need a little breathing room. But
Right.
that don't mean I'm going like, oh, I need to be out. I'm just going out.
And see what I got from this particular young lady on the show when she said it was not the I'm upstairs, you downstairs. I didn't get that from her. I got more so of the I'm gonna need to be on my friend's couch while you're at home. Or but then at the same time, she contradicted herself because she was like, when you're gone, where what am I supposed to do? Just be at home by myself? Yes. Go
Mm-hmm.
make some babies. Like, and then you won't be home by yourself. You got the dogs and the 12 cats you've been talking about. Just it's just when it comes to that, like she's like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say she's a party girl. She's ready to settle down. And she likes to do things like go chill at her guy friend's house and fall asleep on the couch after she's drunk, pissy drunk. You should not, first of all, you shouldn't be getting that drunk anyway to where you're falling out on other people's couch. You're a whole grown woman with your own spot. So my thing is, when he's out, because he's a pilot, the guy she married is a pilot. So at times he's gone. So you just said at times when you're gone, I want to go sleep over such and such house because you're gonna be gone. But then you turn around and tell him, I'm gonna need my space in this marriage. That's when you can have your space when he's gone, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
know.
just like,
I enjoy being around my husband, which is why I was acting a plum fool when he left for the weekend, just for a weekend. I put up a post and everything about how he was my best friend when he left. You saw it.
oh, it was super cute. It was super cute. I meant to actually say something to you about that.
I realized
But
that, like, when he left me this weekend, I was like, dang, he really is my best friend because who else I be cracking
you
jokes
missed
at
it.
12 o'clock in the morning? Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
You're
he,
100% right. If you cannot say that, if you cannot say that about your marriage, you got a problem. I mean, that's my thing. I can't live with somebody who I'm not their friend, who I can agree with on a lot of stuff, who I can laugh and joke with. Because you know what? That's what keeps me going. I love to laugh. I love to joke. He knows that. So, and that's what he does.
mhm.
So, yeah, no. I don't need no
I know
space.
like young marriages, and I know these marriages that we're talking about in particular, but I have heard other people say this too. But um, you have to build that connection, I guess. So it'll take some time, but don't start off separating from your spouse before you even get to that part. Like you just started, so don't too much space can be a problem because you'll start filling that space with other people and what you need to fill the space with
My
other people for.
You are 100% right. I never thought about it like you feeling it with other people. But in that case, if you're the one asking for face and I mean, space, face, if you're the one asking for space and then you fill it with another person, that was your intentions the whole time. Now, if the person who's not asking fill it with another person, you know what I'm saying? You push them to that point. That's just my opinion.
Go do some
Um,
yoga.
huh?
I said, go do some yoga, go meditate, go do something else, listen to some music. And I'm feeling this like in my spirit that to say like I know that some people are introverts and some people um don't necessarily some people need to zone out every now and again, right? And some people don't want people in their space all the time and it could be nagging. I want y'all to know that I understand that. But however, comma, you could go put your headphones on and be in a separate room, jam out, get in your own zone. And when you feel up to interacting with people again, come downstairs or go in the other room and hit and be with your person. It doesn't require you to fill that void with somebody else or something else because you thought you needed the space. So
100% agree. I agree with that.
yeah,
I'm becoming more of that person where I don't like people, but I do love my husband and I like being around my husband. So
that's cute, sis.
I can't
Okay,
stand
so we're gonna move on to the tip of the week, and the tip of the week was brought to you by a conversation that me and Najah were having at my house on Friday. We were talking about something about marriage, and we were like, um, "This is something. This is an oldie but goodie because everybody knows this. But pick your battles,
it.
bro. Pick your battles. This is stemming off of a relationship topic a little bit, but like."
Right.
Picking battles with anything, to be honest. It don't even gotta be with a relationship. It could be with a friendship. It could be with your mama. It could be with your daddy. It could be with your dog. Like pick your battles because um I had to learn this the hard way because I would nitpick in the beginning of my marriage. And you know how like men don't like no woman that's gonna be nagging, okay?
They don't.
And I think it almost makes them feel like we're their mom.
Exactly. Because when I did do it, at one point he was like, "I'm not a child," and he
Hmm.
continues to say that, and I'm like, as you know, as we got further in our relationship, I was like, "Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
He's not a child." So,
Yeah, he's not a child. He's a grown man. So, little things, just weigh it out in your head. Like, is this big enough for me to start this argument about? Is this big enough for me to just like if it's gonna just explode? Just stop. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And some little habits that your partner may have are habits that they're gonna have into the rest of their life, until the day that y'all both stop breathing. And if you have to be able to say that, okay, I'm just gonna have to accept this part of this person.
mhm.
And when it irritates me, you either learn to live with it or you can, bounce out. I mean, those
I
are
mean, that's what you can do. Like, it's picking your battles.
yeah, yeah.
I totally agree with you. That goes in so many different forms and fashion. What works for you? Just make sure you come on, man. Let's just first of all, let's just be grown-ups. Okay? Let's just be grown-ups. It's
Hmm.
not that hard. I mean, it is a little hard, but ain't that hard.
Right. Okay, so moving on to Janay's honest moments. And so, for those of you who know, I am, who don't know, who those of you don't know, I am unemployed. I've been laid off. And I've kind of been looking for jobs here and there. And I recently had like a conversation with employers and things like that. And when they talk about salary, and then I'm telling them what I want, um, in the country we say, "Oh, they talking slow." They were talking slow,
Oh,
meaning
they
they
don't
were
really do
like,
it.
"Yeah, they ain't." They're like, "Oh, I don't know, look, cuz." That's what my dad would say. I don't know, look,
That's
know about that. But oh, so for those of you who didn't understand what I just said, I realized. Hold on, let me bring this to regular terminology. So sometimes when the employer you're talking to and they say, if you ask for a certain salary type, and then they say, I don't know if we can do that, that's probably not going to be something we can work with. I'm in a space where I feel like I know my worth. Okay, I know we're in a pandemic and it's a whole panorama and it's a COVID and all of that stuff. I get all of that. But at the same time, I know my value and I know my worth. And if this pandemic taught me nothing else, it taught me to know my worth and to not shy away from that. If I want X number, then I'm gonna say this is what I want and this is what I deserve, because at the end of the day, these companies could give two about me. And then when it's and obviously I learned that. And when it's time for them to move on from me, I'm replaceable, just like easily. And they don't care about me.
mm-mm,
So just how they're interviewing me, I'm interviewing you. What can
as well.
you offer me? Because I am valuable. I am worth more than
Mhm.
just this. And of course, I'm doing this job to receive a paycheck. This ain't my life.
Mhm.
So, and that's where a lot of people get twisted. People get these jobs and it becomes their whole entire being.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
know.
not going to be consumed by a 9 to 5 that I have to punch in and punch out from. That's not what I'm about to do. Y'all
Mhm.
not going to have me stressed out sitting at home pulling my locks out because, and while the entrepreneur of X company is sitting somewhere pretty with his feet up in the sand. Like, that's what I'm not going to do. So,
Right.
my honest moment was really just a rant about just knowing your worth and going with your gut. At the end of the day, while I'm job searching, if I decide to go back to work, I don't know what I'm going to decide to do. But I'm not going to just jump on the first thing that somebody offers me unless I feel like it's beneficial to me. And it's okay to be selfish in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Make it beneficial to you, make it make sense if you can afford to. If you have to just take something because that's what you got to do to make ends meet, then by all means do what you have to do for you and your family.
Right.
But if you're in a position where you can kind of lay low for a little bit until you kind of figure out what you want to do that. I mean, I'm going through this journey and this experience, and this is something I haven't experienced before. I've always had a job since I was in high school. So I don't know what it feels like just to be kind of just chilling and not doing nothing. Like this feels weird.
Same. Same.
Um, yeah, just go with your gut, go with your intuition, go with what makes you feel right, and don't be afraid to take a moment. If they offer you something and you're not sure right away, let me give me 24 hours and I'll get back to you. Take time to
Right.
sit by yourself, meditate, pray, whatever you do. Uh, weigh your options, look at the positives and the negatives and pros
Right.
and cons and all of that before you make a decision. And yeah, stay on this journey with me. I just want y'all to know that because it's a lot of people I know that are going through things like this. They're offering people signing bonuses to work at Taco Bell.
Literally.
Like people need work, and I get that, but people are now trying to live up to their value, and I understand that too. Because at the same time, I think people are like, I was never even happy with this job that I had in the first place.
In the first place.
So what do I want to do now? And a lot of people are seeking entrepreneurship, and a lot of people are seeking those PPP loans, but don't go to jail because I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, but that's
No, I'm gonna actually add a little something in there too. Um, one of our it's actually a friend of yours as well who used to work at the same spot that we used to work at. He put up a status about, because I believe they're cutting unemployment. The extra they were given like an extra $300, so they're cutting that out come next month. And with that being said, he was like, I mean, he stands with people who's quite upset about the extra being cut because you know what? Who wants to go back to a job who do not know their worth? I'm doing it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying I'm not saying don't go back to work. I'm not saying nothing like that because you got to make sure your family's straight. I'm not talking about you in general. I'm talking about somebody else. I mean, other people. But we come from a job where we worked hospitality. This never closes. These hotels don't close. We work holidays, we work weekends, we work through the pandemic, we work all of that. These people, by the grace of God, I did not work during the pandemic when it first started. I worked for the corporate side of it. But I did at one point work for um I did work where I was working the weekends and everything. And it made me think when all this was going on, how they wanted when we had like here in Georgia, we've had two big snowstorms while I was working in hospitality. And they were like, I mean, either you stay the night or y'all gonna have to try to slip and slide and come in. Right then and there, it hit me. I was like, y'all really like, I gotta get home. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get home. I gotta get home to my kids. And even before the first storm, I didn't have kids. But I was like, I mean, I gotta do it at home. Like, I got stuff to do. I want to change my clothes. I mean, let me go before the snowstorm start.
time
Before the snow.
I had a little whole bag in my car because I was staying the night with Drew every now and again then during that first snowstorm. But I had to stay at the hotel for what was it, like 2 days? I got stuck there. I
Mhm.
was working the restaurant, I was
Yes.
working the in-room dining, I was working the phones, the front desk, I was moving. Okay. And I was lucky I had my own drawers and I had some extra drawers, but we had a washer and dryer. So they were just like,
By any means
I
necessary.
worked overnight. I worked 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Went to the hotel. They got me a room. I slept in the room for a couple of hours, came back to work another shift, and kept that going.
Yes, that's what they do. And it's not right. It's not right. They don't care. They don't care, y'all. So it's like, yeah, at this point, this is when it's eye opening. We don't want to go back. We don't want to go back to something like that. You don't want to go back to Taco Bell or McDonald's making minimum wage where you can't even make ends meet. You cannot make your ends meet. So yeah, definitely. I you have to know your worth. And right now I think a lot of people are figuring out their worth, and they're not worth missing holidays with their kids and with their families. They don't want that. So I mean, somebody has to do it, but it's still, especially for older people and people with kids, we don't want to do that crap. So, but yeah, I just had to add on to your honest moment there.
Thank you. Thank you for your ad.
But yeah, so moving along to the knowledge with Naja. So y'all, what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna speak on support from people who we know, support from people who we know, support from family and all of that stuff with your endeavors. So I have a good friend, and I'm really gonna say the story because at this point they don't even listen to the show, so I don't even care. Um she put up a post shouting out what okay, before I tell you what happened. Me and her spoke on the phone a couple nights before she put up this post that I'm about to tell you about. We spoke on the phone for probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Like I told Janay, I mean, I love my friends. But whenever I talk with my friends, they call me to tell me about their problems and what they have going on. But it's never like, okay, so Naja, how are you doing? How's the kids? How's your husband? I really don't get that. I mean, I ask them, but I don't get that. So anyway, well, when she called me, she spoke on her business wholeheartedly. And I'm gonna tell you this. We have me and Janay and a few other people. We have an event coming up. And so when we spoke on, I spoke with her about the event, and I said, I know you can't do it because that would mean you would have to make a whole bunch of things to bring down there. But what you can do is you can make something with our logo on it out of wood, because she does woodwork. And I'll put it up on the table, and I'll advertise it for you. You know what I'm saying? You're my friend. I'll do that. But you got to make this for us though. And she was like, yeah. Send me this, send me that. Okay, cool. Did that. She I probably like 2 days later, she got online and she shouted out like a few small businesses, or I don't want to even say black owned because it wasn't all black owned people, a few businesses, but did not shout me out for my podcast with my good friend here. And it might sound so small to some people, but to me that's hurtful because we just spoke about this, and you're not just she's just not a friend. Like, this is a friend since middle school. So it's like, and we just spoke about this, and I'm willing to support you. You've not once reached out a hand for me. So I know me and Janay speak with a lot of business owners, a lot of people, and they're like, your support really don't come from who you know. It comes from complete strangers.
Yeah.
And the fact that it comes from complete strangers, to me, I feel like it's so sad because, you know what I'm saying? I want my family and stuff to support me. And I personally, out of us two, I feel like I have such a big issue with that, because my family's not my family, my friend base, because my parents and stuff, they support me. They do not support. So my whole thing was more of a rant more than a knowledge, because no, you can't gain some knowledge from this. Most of your support comes from strangers. That's your knowledge. But yeah, no, you really want your friends and cousins and stuff to like really like what you do, but it's so hard to get it. And you know what? We just relying on complete strangers right now. And the few friends who do listen, shout out to everybody, because y'all know who y'all are, exactly who y'all are. Um, but yeah, you definitely, support small businesses, support black owned businesses, but make sure if you are a business owner, do the same. Do the
Yeah.
same. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm not, and let me tell you another thing. When it comes to supporting Janay and I, it don't cost you 2 cents. We're not even selling a damn product.
No.
Ours is the most easiest thing to support. follow our Facebook page. I mean, Facebook and Instagram. Follow us on social media and listen to the show.
Share out our show.
Share.
If you're not interested in it, hey, if anybody's interested in a podcast, here's one. My
We
friend
ain't
got a podcast. Here you go.
we ain't even telling you jack nothing. I mean, it's coming. Yeah, merch will be coming, but that's not what we're doing. We're just asking for support. So, boom. I had to throw that in there, little rant. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with everything with what she said. There's a show that we did when our very first show, our very first episode was women supporting women and how there is a lack thereof. So go back and listen to that. I am gonna go back and listen to that and
I
see.
really feel like we should do that one. Like, I really would like, y'all, we're coming so close to
We
the end
need
of
to get
our
a
season.
women's panel.
We do. And I'm really like, Janay, you already know. So we gonna trust me, we gonna touch on some of this stuff again.
Yeah, definitely gonna retouch on that. But I agree with everything you said. It is disheartening. It does kind of like hurt your feelings a little bit when you got people in your circle who can't even double tap on a post. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's all
can't do
bad.
that.
It
Can't
gets
drop a little comment saying that's fire. I'm not gonna say I support. I feel like I'm a great support. Like I repost things. I like things. You can go on my Instagram, my personal Instagram. Y'all don't have that, but there's a support column, a support highlight on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, you click.
Oh, you have yours. Yeah.
On mine.
Yeah, I don't have one on my personal.
On Wine After Whines page too, but if you click support, it gives you a link to people that we've shouted out already. And I think that's important. So definitely.
Yeah, definitely check some of that stuff out. It's on her page as well as our personal IG page. Now, what I want to do is we're gonna start back shouting a few people out. I don't want to give a dedicated day to it. I just want to pop up on y'all with some new businesses. Like, it could be a random Tuesday, Saturday. We gonna put some excuse me. We're gonna put some stuff out there so you guys can support other people, because just because I get upset about somebody else does not mean that I'm gonna knock anybody else down. We definitely out here to grow together. We want to see you succeed.
And because we are mature women, what we're gonna do is support your friend that has not supported you and post her business on there as well, and make sure we get her the support that she needs, because I believe in good karma and karma period, and sowing good seeds and all of that, so it can come back. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna support her and everybody else. But one day,
when we make, I know we gonna listen, y'all. We got some big things coming, so please just look out for us. Like I said, we're coming close to the end of this season, not the end of our show, just the end of this season. And we want y'all to just look at us throughout the summer. Just look at us. Look at everything we do. We will be very, very, very active. And I'm not a big TikToker, but my friend over here, she loves TikTok. She's really good at doing all of not even just those dances, girl, stop. This girl be doing like some acting type stuff. She's really good at it. Like I said, you'll see her on our page more with those TikToks. I am not a TikToker, but I might throw my daughter. She has me do. I have so much stuff in my archives of me doing with Soleil with TikTok, but I look crazy, so y'all ain't gonna see that. But just watch out.
We'll be out there though. We got one more episode. Next week is our last. Let me just double check, triple check before I be lying to y'all. But I'm almost. Yep. Next week is our last episode. So tune in next week for our last episode of the season of season 2, and we're gonna be bringing you guys more for season 3. Hopefully we'll be together. Hopefully we'll have a big announcement for season 3. But wait on it. And so thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. As always, remember to follow us on social media, all the platforms. Share this broadcast with your friends. Share this podcast with your mama and your aunties and your cousins. And we love y'all, and we hope to see you later.
Definitely. Bye, guys.
Next week. Bye.